play some baseball?
What's it good for you?
Oh yeah? You don't even have Big League 2.
Yeah!
By any means necessary, everything I'm doing is legendary. Step in my office cause I'm a boss, not a secretary. Second to none, I am primary, not secondary. Give me the throne, I'm crown taking, I'm about to make the boom, yeah, I make it boom. I'm coming with it, you feel it, I make it boom, boom.
Leading off for Virginia, number 3, Ian Tejada.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, here we go. We're into bracket play. It is game number 2. Game 1 and game 2 are both starting right now, but this is game number 2. Virginia, South Carolina, the Virginia champs, the South Carolina state champs, the DYB World Series, Division 1 in the O-Zone. The first pitch is in for a strike. Ian Tejada, the catcher for this Virginia squad, sees that first pitch come from Cam Shirley, big right-hander from South Carolina. Shirley's second delivery is outside, 1-1 to Tejada, the catcher. A lot of credit to Ian Tejada. Caught a little bit of Virginia's game yesterday. It was 90-plus here in the sunshine yesterday, and those catchers were getting cooked. So a lot of credit to that young man as he sees ball 2 into the dirt. Welcome, everybody out there checking this one out. If you were in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and the surrounding communities, home of this state championship team from South Carolina, or if you were down in Patrick County in Virginia, home of this Virginia squad. Grounder to short. This one's going to be fielded by Bean. Bean across. Out is recorded. Tejada goes 6-3 to open this one. One down here, top of the first. So we've got two teams that a couple different results from yesterday. Now, yesterday's pool play, not part of necessarily the statistics going into the tournament, but it develops the seeds that gets to this point. So this South Carolina team, they win 7-3 over Georgia. Georgia, a good-looking team out there. And then Virginia played a thriller, but lost 4-3. A walk-off hit from Mississippi ending that one. Here's a foul ball fisted down the left field line by Tobin Simmons, starting center fielder here for this Virginia squad. Tobin Simmons, 7th grader, at Virginia, loves Ronald Acuna Jr. Your humble announcer. Anybody tuning in yesterday knows I'm a big Atlanta Braves fan. He is also my favorite player, young man. Favorite current player. Could get into the depths of Atlanta Braves history, but I will spare everyone that. On the 0-1 delivery, bounces one in there. Shirley does. Evens the count at 1-1. A little bit of a overcast day, a little cooler out there than it was yesterday. Yesterday, brilliantly blue skies, a lot of sunshine, hot. Today, a little cool, a little more comfortable for the players. A little bit of dampness, though. Anybody checking this out? Swung foul tip there from Simmons. Evens the count at, correction, takes the count to 1-2. A little cooler than yesterday, probably more comfortable for the players. It's been wet this morning. We're on a delay. Everybody tuning in, you know this is an hour later than it was supposed to be. But we are going. Field looks great. Shout out to the crew here. Simmons pops this one up left side. We'll see if a play can be made. This is out of play. Wilson made a charge for it, but couldn't quite get there. Your team pass starting lineup for this Virginia squad. We saw Ian Tejada, the catcher, already. Here's Tobin Simmons right now. He'll be followed by Kalen Edmonds, Easton Taylor, the pitcher, Lane Cameron. Pitch on the way, swung through strike 3, but bouncing on his way to first. Here's the throw. Out is recorded. Nice play by catcher Comfer here from South Carolina. 2 down here in the first. Finishing that lineup, Bentley Stanley, the third baseman, will hit 6th for Virginia. Lucas Hall, the shortstop, hitting 7th. Easton Connor at second base, hitting 8th. Colston Collins, the right fielder, hits 9th. Jensen Harbor, one of the extra hitters, hits 10th. And Hunter Thomas, one of the extra hitters, will hit 11th. Folks unfamiliar with DYB, although I imagine everybody watching has some familiarity, we hit straight through. Participation is a key value in DYB baseball, and you will see the entire lineup, kids on the field, kids not on the field, hitting through. So 11 men in this South Carolina order, Virginia order, I should say, and 11 men in this South Carolina order as well. Young men, as we take a look at Kalen Edmonds, 7th grader from Virginia, K. Edmonds swings through that one. Count moves to 1-2. Shirley into his windup. Outside fastball gets Edmonds, and 3 up, 3 down. South Carolina does the job in the first here. They will come to bat, and you will come back and watch the bottom of the first here in the DYB World Series.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country. Playing for the love of the game. Playing for glory.
Experience Columbia, South Carolina, a standout destination in the Southeast where everyone truly belongs.
We are much more than our state's capital and home to the University of South Carolina. We are a diverse, growing city with incredible art and history around every corner.
You may even see a few painters set up on a street corner capturing all the city's sights and sounds.
But no matter your passion, Columbia is the perfect location. Take a chance by calling it home, even if just for a day.
Back here for the bottom of the first, DYB World Series. This is Division I in the O-Zone. Your 12U kids on the big field. Big-time ball here, the World Series. 11 states represented, 12 teams are here. This is day 1 of bracket play. You're looking at game 2. South Carolina with a very efficient top of the first, 3 up, 3 down. They will come to bat here against Virginia's big right-hander, number 17, Easton Taylor. Taylor, good pitching matchup today. Taylor and Shirley, both highly touted by their coaches. Shirley on the other side, their Coach Bryn talking about being their number 1, their ace, so to speak. Coach Robbie Campbell talking very highly about his pitcher as well. A lot of talent on both mounds today. Your League Pass starting lineup for this South Carolina team. Cole Wilson will lead it off. He's the third baseman to start this one. Jackson White will hit second, playing second. Cam Shirley, the pitcher, will hit third. Carter Delicante will be one of the extra hitters hitting 4th. Reese Batchelder will hit 5th. Chandler Campbell will hit 6th. Donald Bean will hit 7th. Carson Catfish Comfer will hit 8th. Dean Skavinsky 9th. Asher the Big Hammer Goheen will hit 10th. Oliver Bren will round it out heading 11th. I want to thank everybody out there, South Carolina, Virginia, wherever you are watching this. If you are in New York tuning in because of connections to this one, we thank all of you for watching here. Again, beginning of bracket play. Winner will move on. Loser will move on into the lower bracket, but still be alive and well following this one. We'll talk more about that as we go here as the first delivery outside for a ball. Cole Wilson, leadoff hitter. Easton Taylor's first delivery was outside. Cole Wilson, 7th grader, North Myrtle Beach, also a big Ron LaCundia Jr. fan. Going to get along with these kids, I think. 1-1 your count. Cole Wilson, the Canine, as he is affectionately referred to down there with his South Carolina teammates. Breaking ball inside and perhaps a bit low for ball 2. 2-1 the count here. Cole Wilson, number 99. There are some Aaron Judge vibes going on there in that dark blue with that 99 on his back. Big right-handed hitter, big right-handed swing. Cuts through that one. 2-2 your count. Nice shot there of Easton Taylor. His shortstop in the foreground. Pitch on the way inside, all off speed action there. Pushes the count full. Lucas Hall, the shortstop, setting himself. His pitcher, Easton Taylor, comes set. Full count delivery on its way. Outside. I think there's confusion here. That's ball 4. Love the frame job from Tejada. Jackson White will stride in there. Jackson White, one of the youngest, if not the youngest, in the O-Zone here in Lexington, South Carolina for this tournament. He's a 5th grader. You see a little bit of a height difference there. I'm not going to lie. I'm sure he's aware of it. At the same time, nickname listed here. This is Peanut White coming up here for this South Carolina team. And he's hitting 2nd in a big spot here with his leadoff hitter on. So this is a kid with a lot of talent. Also a Ronald LaCundia Jr. fan. Love that about these fellas out here. So Jackson White will be playing 2nd base today, getting some work there. You see Coach Campbell out having a chat with his Virginia infield right now. Taylor's walked the first hitter and gone 1-0 on the 2nd hitter. Coach Campbell coming out maybe to settle some nerves. There was a delay this morning. The pace kind of coming into all this was a little bit slower, so you saw a lot of looseness in both dugouts. Had some nice conversations with the coaching staffs, had some chats with some of the parents out there on both sides. So a lot of energy, but a serenity almost this morning with a little bit extra time to sort of prepare. These are two teams that are definitely locked in. Taylor's 2nd offering. He checks the runner at 1. Pickoff attempt gets away, but close enough that Wilson's not going anywhere. So White has shown bunt this entire time. He took a pitch. Now he's showing bunt again. Now they're outside. Here's a throw down from Tejada. Wilson will pull up into 2nd, standing up. So Cole Wilson steals 2. Tejada got a nice throw off, but nothing going. So now runner in scoring position for this Virginia team right away. Against this Virginia team, I should say. South Carolina's Wilson over there on 2nd base. White now sees a high pitch, 3-0. So Peanut White down here has worked a 3-0 count against Easton Taylor. Taylor checks his runner. 2nd baseman pinching in. He's going to turn back and make a pickoff throw. Wilson back nice and easy. Two teams talking to both coaches. Coach Campbell from Virginia, Coach Brin from South Carolina. Pitch on the way to White, and this is high. Low profile on that kid, and 4 pitches, 4 balls. So the first 2 hitters have reached for this South Carolina team. Easton Taylor looking into his dugout. This is a talented kid here, so obviously nothing is written here in the first. But a little danger situation if you're Virginia. A little excitement brewing if you were this South Carolina team. Cam Shirley stepping in, the 3-hitter. Good grab by Tejada. I'm a big fan of good catcher play, and I've seen good catcher play through this tournament so far, and already seeing it here out of young Ian Tejada. Taylor comes set, checks his runner. Pitch on the way, just off the plate, like the frame. But 2-0 here to Cam Shirley. Cam Shirley, part of this North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina State Championship team. Another Acuna Jr. family lists Hank Aaron as well. The old and new, the legend, and the future legend, one hopes. As Cam Shirley works a 2-0 and ball inside. Almost gets a piece of him. Taylor not as sharp, perhaps, as this Virginia team had hoped early in this one. Danger of loading the bases here. See if he can come back. Shirley, though, looking to load the bases for his cleanup hitter. Shirley stands in. This is pitcher against pitcher right now. There's a called strike. Taylor finds the strike zone. Shirley sees one. So 3-1 hitters count. Taylor to Shirley, pitcher to pitcher. Early in this one, 2 runners on, nobody out here. South Carolina hitting. Swung through. Tejada's throw to third is going to be up and over. Wilson dives in. He's going to head to the plate. He's going to score without a throw. And South Carolina cracks through first. White moves down to second. Pitch was a strike to Shirley, so a full count will come to the South Carolina pitcher. So Cole Wilson walks, steals second, steals third, comes home on the throwing error. And without an out being recorded, South Carolina's got a runner in scoring position and already up 1-0. Pair of dangerous hitters coming up here. Or one is already up with a full count, Cam Shirley and Carter Delaconte waiting on deck, waiting in the wings. Easton Taylor looking to lock in and get this first out. Taylor's delivery. Inside again, almost hits him. Shirley will trot down to first. So Taylor's walked the first 3 hitters. One has come around to score. First and second here. Coach Campbell out of the dugout just having a calm down conversation with his pitcher. Coach Campbell talking at length before the game about just the hard-fought road his team is taking to get here, and he will make the pitching change. Second visit of the inning is going to necessitate that one. Taylor is going to move to right field. And it appears your new pitcher of record will be Lucas Hall, moving over from shortstop. On this pitching change, we will take the shortest of breaks. Come back with us. Still bottom 1 early in this one. You're watching the DYB World Series.
Great coach. We need you.
Our kids need you. Motivate them.
Challenge them.
Inspire them.
Pay attention and know the facts.
Every injured youth is a loss.
So let this be our goal.
Our collaborative goal. Our unified goal.
Our name is our mission. Coach safely. It's the mission.
It's the purpose.
Back here in Lexington, bottom one. This is game 2 of bracket play here in the DYB World Series. We're in Division 1 of the O-Zone. Nobody out, 1-0 South Carolina. Pitching change here. Lucas Hall comes on. First and second, nobody out, and Delicante swings through that one. Strike one. Runners on first and second. 0-1 to the hitter, Carter Delicante. Calls time, gets himself set. Car, as he's known, 6th grader out of North Myrtle Beach. Another big stroke right there, swung through. Nice job from Hall. Those high fastballs, Delicante is not able to catch those right now. Delicante lists Aaron Judge as his favorite player. There's a little Aaron Judge aesthetic going on here. Tall kid, high blue socks. Love that look on Aaron Judge, by the way. Delicante gets into one, lifts one towards center field. This is going to stay in the park, and it drops in front. Simmons made a nice play on it and ran in. Wind might have caught that one. He took a good angle to it, and it just dropped in front of his toes. Hands on his head. I think there was some shenanigans with the wind maybe a little bit there. Tough one for that kid. So it drops in. White moves to third. Shirley to second, and Delicante now on first with a drop-in single. So bases loaded again. Reese Batchelder takes a strike on his first pitch. He sees an 0-1 count. Cut on and missed on that one. Strike two. So 0-2 to Reese Batchelder. Starts this one as one of the extra hitters, 6th grader from North Myrtle Beach. Runners get their lead. Hall delivers. Outside. Tested the outside corner on an 0-2 one. One and two from Hall to Batchelder. Pitch on the way. Fouled back. Were it not for a screen in a window that was labeled for my head. A lot of things would have had to happen if that ball gets here. Another 1-2. Breaking ball. This is grounded to third. Step there across the diamond, looking to get a pair of outs, and they do. What a nice play. Stanley across to Cameron. So White comes in to score. Record that one. Shirley put out at first, or at third, I should say. Here's a look at that last play. There's a step on the bag and a cross. Real nice play from the third baseman, Stanley.
After one inning of play, Louisiana 4, Georgia 0.
Called strike on Campbell, who stands in now. Chandler Campbell.
32. I repeat, 32.
The first baseman. Delivery from Hall hits him. Unfortunate there. So Delicante stands on second base. Delicante stands at 2. Campbell will now stand at 1. And stepping in, looking to do some more damage with a pair of runners on and 2 outs. Donald Bean. D as his teammates affectionately refer to him. Bean the 5th, as the back of his shirt says. Nice shot there from Spence. Spence and Joel doing the hard work. All I do is talk. I don't, like, the labor from my part here, fellas. The 1-0 to Bean. Runners on the way. Tejada's going to not chance this one. So Campbell down to second. Delicante down to third. And a 1-1 pitch on its way to Bean. Outer edge off the plate. Ball all the way to the screen. This is going to bounce hot enough that Delaconte will not get a break from third. Something this early goings is done is make these Virginia pitchers pitch a lot of pitches. Breaking ball up high, and Bean will trot down to first. Another walk here in this first inning for this Virginia team. So now bases loaded with 2 down. And my favorite nickname of the second day to this point, Catfish Comfort, will step in. Another conference on the mound here from Coach Robbie Campbell. Something that this Virginia team that I noticed yesterday, perhaps an injury. Lucas Hall holding his arm, coming off, getting some taps of support from his opponents. Love the sportsmanship here, but we're going to see another pitching change. So in the span of this short break here, we will get settled on who's where, and we will come back and let you know you're watching the DYB World Series.
I think Big League Chew came out of the fact that I really loved baseball. It was the summer of 1977 when I first came up with the idea. Starting in a minor league bullpen, just a dream of an idea. I love playing ball, and I love chewing bubblegum.
Big League Chew is one of the few bubble gums that has survived over 30 years, almost going now 40 years. It's an iconic gum that has always been associated with baseball, and so the two of them together just makes a lot of sense.
Sharing my ideas with my teammates, I probably drove them crazy with it, but the one idea gained a toehold. And the idea was basically, we don't have to be cool by chewing the other stuff. We could chew bubblegum, and if you shredded it and put it in the pouch, it would be even cooler because you could take a little or you could take a lot, and you could really have a lot of fun with competitions to blowing bubbles while you're just kind of killing time in the bullpen. I think the biggest evolution was moving the production back to the USA, and the Ford Gum guys have done a spectacular job refining the formula, making the gum even more fun than it's ever been.
We've come out with other flavors. We now have cotton candy. We'll be coming out with blue raspberry, and we also have come out in different forms. Any gum we make with the Big League Chew name has to have what we call bubbleability, and if it doesn't have bubbleability, the Big League Chew name doesn't go on it.
It's because of the love of the game that Big League Chew happened. And I think if I had to send one message, that's it. If you love something, somehow things will work out.
Back here, still bottom one here. Game 2, Virginia and South Carolina in the DYB World Series, Division I here in the Ozone. A long bottom of the first. Virginia making a second pitching change. We hope Lucas Hall is all right. Shout out to that kid. First delivery from Lane Cameron up high. So bunch of defensive switches for this Virginia team, kind of moving pieces around with Hall coming off. Swung on and missed from Catfish Comfer. Even at 1-1. Bases are loaded, 2 down. South Carolina's already driven 2 runs in. This is going to get bounced on the ground to second base. An easy 4-3 put out. And that ends a long bottom one where maybe you come out of this, Virginia, happy that you only gave up 2. But that's your score after 1, 2-0. We're going to come back with a second here in the DYB World Series.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at that. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Experience Columbia, South Carolina, a standout destination in the Southeast where everyone truly belongs.
We are much more than our state's capital and home to the University of South Carolina. We are a diverse, growing city with incredible art and history around every corner.
You may even see a few painters set up on a street corner capturing all the city's sights and sounds.
But no matter your passion, Columbia is the perfect location. Take a chance by calling it home, even if just for a day.
Back here at the DYB World Series, this is Division I of the O-Zone. I want to mention and thank Big League Chew. They've always been about bringing fun to the ballpark. To have youth baseball, a perfect fit for Big League Chew. These World Series events represent the best of youth sports. Big League Chew is proud to be a part of that excitement, the energy, and the lifelong memories being made on and off the field. Good luck from Big League Chew to all the teams participating in this year's World Series events. And there are a lot of World Series events going on down here in the Lexington area. You've got the Division I teams from AAA, Majors, and O-Zone over here at the Lexington Sports Complex. Division II was over at Midland Sports Complex over in West Columbia. So there are a plethora of teams representing 11 different states all over this region. Top two coming your way. Virginia coming to bat, down 2-0. The first delivery from Cam Shirley is in for a strike. 0-1 to Easton Taylor. So Taylor started this game on the mound. A little bit of control problems in the first inning. He heads to a different position, but hits here. Swinging strike, strike two. Easton Taylor, hometown of Spencer, Virginia. Favorite player, David Ortiz, old school Red Sox. I like that. Or recent old school, I suppose. Swings through that one, foul ball. Tipped to the screen. Taylor stays alive. E.T., the 7th grader from Spencer, Virginia here, battling with an 0-2 count. Lines one into center field for a base hit. Virginia with their first runner of the afternoon, or morning. It'll be afternoon in about 35 minutes. I'll get back to you on that one. But Taylor singles to center field, and now Virginia looking to start a rallying, bring this one closer as Lane Cameron, current pitcher, had started at first. Second end of a real nice double play in that first inning by his Virginia team. He will step in. Ball to the screen. This is going to let Taylor advance to second. One and 0 to Cameron. Cameron, the 8th grader. Magic from Stewart, Virginia. Pitch on the way. Another ball not quite handled. Again, a lot of props to the catchers dealing with things yesterday. Always want to respect the players wearing the, this is an unfair term, but everyone that is a baseball fan will know the term, the tools of ignorance. So Catfish Comper, shout out to you, as to Ian Tejada. Pitch on the way, outside. So Cameron has worked a 3-0. Shirley comes set, checks his runner. Pitch on the way, laced into right field. This is going to get out of play. Good cut from Lane Cameron, the big right-hander. So now he's got a hitter's count here. Shirley will give him a 3-1. Both of these coaches talking about the pride in their communities. Coach Robbie Campbell from this Virginia team just talking about the energy from the fan base. Best fans, so much energy. They're having a lot of fun being here, as are the kids. You can see it in the energy on the sideline. Pitch on the way, down for ball 4. So Cameron draws a walk. And early in this second inning, Virginia has 2 on with nobody out. That energy that this Virginia sideline brings was palpable yesterday. They played a close game that they did end up losing by 1, but such spirit, such intensity from their fans, from their bench. A lot of love of the game. You can kind of see it here. And I believe we're going to see a courtesy runner trot across Cameron right now, the pitcher. So Kalen Edmonds will come in and run. Now this brings up Bentley Stanley, 7th grader known as Barney from Ararat, Virginia. Another Hank Aaron fan. Steal of third attempt. This ball is in the dirt. Taylor's going to round and come home. It's the second run of the game, one for each team that we've seen on a steal attempt of third and a throw just kind of trickle into left. So that brings Taylor in, and Virginia has cut the lead in half. 2-1, South Carolina leads this one. Conversations happening here. I think there was a little contact down at third. Both coaches kind of getting a conversation about it. Nothing going on that one. So Edmonds, running for Cameron, moves down to second on that one. And Taylor comes in to score. 2-1 as Bentley Stanley comes back up. He's got a 1-0 count. Takes a strike, sees one. Stanley, another Hank Aaron fan. Love these old school shout-outs from these kids. Squares to bunt, does put it out there almost defensively. That pitch was inside, but takes a strike there. Bentley Stanley surprising everybody around here with that bunt attempt. Shirley. There's a grounder to short. This is going to get handled by Bean. He's going to come across for the 6-3. So Stanley put out. That is the first out of the inning as Cameron's runner, Edmonds, stands on second base. Doesn't advance on that one. Bean with a nice play from short. So Lucas Hall will not bat. He has been removed from the lineup. And we're going to see Easton Connor here. So Easton Connor will bat, 1-0 count. Takes a strike. Easton Connor on his way to 6th grade. A couple of the youngsters in these lineups today. Swings and sort of slices this one foul. And speaking of old school heroes, this rising 6th grader from Patrick County, Virginia, lists his favorite player as Nolan Ryan. That is a choice. That is a fabulous choice, young man. 1-2 on the way. Cut on and missed, strike 3. So Colston Collins will come up here with 2 outs. Takes a strike. Collins, those are on the slider side. Goes with the nickname Tiny. 7th grader from Patrick Springs, Virginia. Shirley checks the runner, sort of fakes that throw. He will come back set. Big lead from Edmonds. He looks to dance away. Shirley's pitch in there to Collins. Right down the middle, 0-2. It's a Tiny Collins here, the Bobby Witt Jr. fan. Although this doesn't say junior. Maybe he's a fan of Bobby Witt, 80s name. I'll have to get correction on that one. I'm assuming it's the young shortstop for the Royals, but yeah, you never know.
Now stepping to the plate, the third baseman for Georgia, number 44, Caden Resner.
Pitch on the way outside. Shirley set. Pitch on the way. Strike 3? No. Ball was high and no swing. Got ahead of myself. Young Mr. Collins, I apologize. Shirley, pitch. up high. So after going down 0-2, Collins has worked the count full. So a 3-2 pitch will come here to the current second baseman for Virginia. Edmonds leads away from second. Starts a little shimmy there, looks away, pitches in there, strike 3 called. Virginia cuts the lead in half. We go to the bottom of the second. South Carolina leads 2-1. Come back and watch the DYB World Series.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more.
Back here, bottom 2 coming your way. 2-1 your score here. South Carolina leads Virginia in game number 2. Game 1 going on the field behind us. Here in the DYB World Series, this is D1 in the O-Zone. Virginia and South Carolina. Virginia finishing up their warm-up here. Actually seeing a grounds crew coming in to maybe help manage something. There has been a lot of rain in the area over the past, let's say, 16 hours or so. We had some downpours last night, and then it was raining on everyone's arrival this morning. So everybody at home that's watching this, anybody out there in the world checking this out, that's the reason for the hour delay. And now some work being done on the batter's box here. Grounds crew has done a tremendous job. The fields out here always looking great, but today, considering the weather, a lot of great hard work going in to make this place look as sharp as it does. Both of these coaches shouting out their communities. I was talking about how Coach Campbell's talking about their fan base, and I've experienced that. I was on the sideline for some of their game yesterday and kind of seen that energy. South Carolina Coach Bryn talking about their community at home sending this team off. The kids were super excited, really proud. The community support, police, businesses coming out. It's just a lot of sense of pride there in this North Myrtle Beach community for this team making it to the World Series. As we understand it, the first time a North Myrtle Beach team has made it to the World Series at any level. That is how our conversation went. So Cameron continuing to pitch here. A couple of pitching changes in the first. Once again, we hope young Lucas Hall is all right. He comes off, gives way to Cameron, who delivers a ball to Dean Skavinsky, leading off this one. Skavinsky swing and a miss. Dino, the 7th grader, North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Jaron Duran. Fun choice as a favorite player, talented kid, as is young Skavinsky. Skavinsky has worked the count to 2-1. Cameron comes set, pitch on the way, off-speed pitch up high. 3-1, your current count. Cameron's delivery. Cut on, swung through from Skavinsky, and now a full count. Something this first inning where North Myrtle Beach came out of it with a pair of runs, and now this at bat as well. Sliced foul. Evidence of it right there. Something that this South Carolina state champ team has done is make these Virginia pitchers throw a lot of pitches. Mentioned that already in the first inning. And here the first at bat of the second. Skavinsky fouled one off with a full count, so making Cameron work. Cameron into his delivery, down the middle, strike three. And that'll be one down as another of maybe the best nicknames I've seen this weekend. Asher the Big Hammer Goheen steps up. Starting right fielder today, takes a ball outside. It's another young man from these two teams. There's a young man going into 5th grade. This is a young kid out there from North Myrtle Beach. Stands in there with a lot of poise, though. This is a talented kid. He's worked a count to 2-0. There are some younger, shorter members of these teams contrasted as he knifes one out toward third. Play sent across, out, close play at first, but that throw from Stanley gets there in time across to Simmons. Goheen put out on a real close one at first. That contrast between taller and not as taller, evident in this one. So now Oliver Bryn will step in with 2 down. First pitch off the plate for a ball. Ali, the 8th grader, out at North Myrtle Beach. This is his favorite player, is a guy that I love to watch, Corbin Carroll. Braves fan that can turn on the Diamondbacks whenever he has the opportunity to. Corbin Carroll's a fun one. Cameron comes set, 0-2 pitch. Down and away. Count now 1-2 to the starting center fielder. Cameron's delivery on the way. Swung, cut, fouled into the dugout down the right field line. Cameron comes set. His delivery swung on and missed. Strike three. That will close this one. Cameron gets a 1-2-3 in contrast to that long first inning, and we are through 2 full. We're going to head to the third. It's 2-1 South Carolina. You should come back and watch the third inning with us here in the DYB World Series.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Great coach. We need you.
Our kids need you. Motivate them.
Challenge them.
Inspire them.
Pay attention and know the facts.
Every injured youth is a loss.
So let this be our goal.
Our collaborative goal. Our unified goal.
Our name is our mission. Coach safely. It's the mission.
It's the purpose.
Back in Lexington, South Carolina. We're heading to the third here in the DYB World Series. This is D1 of the Ozone. South Carolina champs and the Virginia champs here. The DYB World Series, Diamond Youth Baseball, once upon a time known as Dixie Youth Baseball. This is 70 years of DYB. Celebrating that here in the World Series. Lexington, South Carolina. Great facilities, great hosts. Wonderful event to this point. 11 states represented here from DYB, and we are in game 2 of bracket play. First pitch of the third inning from young Cam Shirley is up high for a ball. Jensen Harbor leading things off. Pitch inside. Harbor, the 7th grader from Patrick County. Looking to do something electric like his favorite player, Ellie Dela Cruz. Harbor lists stealing bases as one of his favorite things, so we'll see if he gets a chance here as he works the count 3-0. Cool morning, good environment. Ball in there for strike one. Harbor taking all the way. Good environment for these players. Mentioned this earlier compared to yesterday. Heat was hot yesterday, and today real comfort for the kids, if not slightly damp, as the count now goes full. Shirley comes back with 2 strikes after going down 3-0 to the hitter. Now the full count pitch. In there, strike 3. So Harbor worked that count 3-0 and then sees 3 strikes. He's put down here in the 3rd inning.
Coming in the bat for Virginia, number 27, Hunter Thomas.
Hunter Thomas will now step in, 7th grader from Patrick County, VA. He will see a pitch off the plate, 1-0 from Cam Shirley. Down and in to the youngster from Virginia for a 2-0 pitch coming up right here. And off the plate goes that one. So Thomas has worked the count 3-0. Previous hitter did as well. Shirley was able to come back and get that one. Let's see what happens here, 3-0. Tries to just softly put one in there for a strike, but misses up high. So Thomas is on with a walk. And returning for his 2nd at-bat, Ian Tejada grounded to short to open up the ball game. Shirley comes set, fires a first pitch ball. Now a check on the runner down at first. Quick snap from Comfer. A lot of hard production work going on around the scenes. Want to shout out everybody doing that. Joel and Spence. Spencer getting a lot of leg work today. We appreciate that. That reconstructed knee is getting its day. Up high to Tejada, so 2-1 the count here. Comfer wants to have a conversation with his pitcher. Coach Dan Brin mentioned the chemistry of this team. It's a theme that I've heard a lot so far this week already, but Coach Comfer, or Coach Brin, I should say, talking about how this is the 3rd year this team has just made runs to get to states. The bulk of this team has played together for a number of years. 10 of the 12 or so have played for 3 or 4 years together. They make appearances outside of rec together, this level. They play some tournaments here and there as this team, get themselves ready. So this is a group that knows each other, comes back together after their regular seasons, and has made, Shirley delivers a strike to Tejada. Made different appearances, and this is really the 3rd run they've made, and they've made it here in their 3rd attempt. For some of these older kids, it would be the last attempt at the top of Ozone, the age chart. Pitch off the plate. Tejada takes a swing, but not quite a swing as he has worked the count full. So gave the South Carolina lineup props for working deep counts and getting a lot of pitches. That's happening so far in this 3rd inning. Grounder right back up the middle. Throw into second is covered up and taken by White. Shirley's throw was a bouncer that White was able to handle and get the out at second. So Thomas is put out on a 1-4. No double play attempt as Tejada will reach first on a fielder's choice. So 2 outs with Tejada at first as Tobin Simmons will come up for the 2nd time today. Simmons batting for the second time. Favorite thing about baseball, he loves hitting. Simple, classic. Love that choice. Steps in, checks his space, gets himself set. Check over at the runner, Tejada. And he's picked off. The quick snap and the quick tag, and Tejada is put out at first, and that's going to end the third. Virginia's rally snuffed out. South Carolina takes a 2-1 lead to their half of the third, and we will bring you back for that bottom of the third right here in the DYB World Series.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Back here for the bottom of the third, DYB World Series, D1 in the Ozone. You've got South Carolina and Virginia. South Carolina with a 2-1 lead here. Pickoff ends that last inning. Cam Shirley with a snap throw over and picks off the runner on first. That ends the rally that Virginia was trying to put together. We got a tight one and a fun one here brewing here. 2-1, your state champs out of Patrick County, Virginia, and North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I was talking about this South Carolina team being together for a number of seasons. That's something that Coach Campbell from Virginia mentioned as well. His team has been together essentially in this formation of the roster since 2023. They went on a good run in AAA states at one point, have played tournaments just like this South Carolina team, kind of outside of this organization a couple different times, just kind of keeping themselves sharp. So you're seeing two teams that have a lot of familiarity amongst themselves, just the chemistry that grows. It's not always easy to achieve when you have these all-star teams that build at the end of a regular season, but these are two rosters that have spent a lot of time together, and it shows. These are two talented clubs. So Cameron will make his third inning of work here. He came in during the first, pitched a clean second an inning ago with a strikeout, pair of strikeouts and a ground out. Now he's going to come in here and face the top of the order as Cole Wilson will lead things off. Wilson sees a strike to open up the bottom half of the third. Wilson walked, stole a couple of bases, and was able to score on a throwing error. So he scores the first run of the game and sees a strike along the outside edge. Nice pitch from Lane Cameron. The 0-2 spun in, swung through and missed. Strike three. That was a nice pitch from Lane Cameron. So Wilson's put down to lead off the third. Jackson White stepping in. Another young man that enjoys hitting. Jackson White, Peanut. He is affectionately referred to as, walked in the first and lists hitting his first home run as his favorite memory. Seen that one a few times this weekend, and that has got to just be the best thrill for a lot of these kids. Here's the strikeout pitch to Wilson from a minute ago. Spun on and swung through. That was a real nice piece of pitching. White with that low-profile pitch delivered outside. The 2-1, high and tight to the second baseman from North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Cameron delivers outside. So again, that smaller strike zone, if I may be so kind, to Jackson White works in his favor, and he's on with his second walk of the morning, soon to be afternoon. Scored a run in the first inning. Batchelder drove him in on a ground ball. Check of White over at first. So Jackson White will lead from one. Cam Shirley will step in for his second at bat of the game. He walked in the first and was put out on a first part of a double play. Real nice play by the corner infielders. White's going to steal second, and the pitch gets away from Tejada. So White down at 2 for the second time today. He did score that second run in the first inning. Right now his run is the difference in this one. He stands there as Cam Shirley will look at a 1-0 pitch right here. Cameron looks in. Got his sign. Tejada ready. Pitch on the way. Cut on, swung through and missed. Count even now at 1-1. Talked about Coach Dan Bryn, real proud, singing the praises of his pitcher, Cam Shirley here, but talks about how he is a leader amongst this team. His attitude is outstanding. He pops one up here in the infield. Turning and waving everybody off was Collins. Collins comes up with that one. That was actually Harbor. My apologies, young man. Nice way to take charge. So Harbor pulls that one down. Now there's 2 outs. As Carter Delicante stands in. Vibrantly pink bat swings through that one, 0-1. Love the color scheme here. 0-1, Cameron checks his runner. Pitch on the way. Spins a breaking ball up a little high.
Now batting for Georgia, number 16, Austin Willis.
Cameron needs a sec to adjust things. Carter Delicante loves spending time with his friends here on the baseball field. Certainly a draw, certainly one of the great things about this sport, and any sport really, but we are playing some baseball here. White is away from second. Throw down to third isn't going to get there in time. White slides in, stealing third. So 3-1 here to Delicante. Pitch is on the way, fouled back, way back, up and over. White will dance away from third on this one. 2 outs. South Carolina leads 2-1. Full count here to Carter Delicante, the 6th grader out of North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Breaking ball spins inside, and he will head down to first with a walk. Reese Batchelder will step in. Batchelder hit into a double play in the first inning. Nice combo of Stanley to Cameron on that one. So runners on the corners here for South Carolina. Cameron looks in. Runner from first is going to go. Tejada will hold his throw as Delicante will trot into second base. So a pair of runners in scoring position as Batchelder will now here hit with a 1-0 count. This is going to bring another conversation out to the mound. Coach Robbie Campbell checking with his hurler and his infield. Pair of runners in scoring position, but 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Instructions delivered. Baseballs delivered to the official. Shout out once again to the crew running the show here behind the scenes in Lexington. Pitch on the way, down and in. White's going to take a look, but backstop does not have a lot of distance here on these ozone fields. So unless something really trickles around and does something silly, you're not going to see a lot of runners from third taking the plate on pass balls. Cameron checking his dugout. Batchelder steps out. Runners lead away from second and third. Cameron's delivery. Cut through, strike one. The 2-1 to Batchelder. Outside. And a 3-2 count coming, 3-1 count coming your way here. Pitch on the way, popped near second base, and this is going to settle into the glove of Harbor. He takes that one. Pair of pop-outs go P4 this inning, and there's 3 outs, and 2-1 your score. We're through 3 complete. We're going to head to the fourth, 2-1 South Carolina. Hey, come back, watch some more of this, the DYB World Series.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Great coach. We need you.
Our kids need you. Motivate them.
Challenge them.
Inspire them.
Pay attention and know the facts.
Every injured youth is a loss.
So let this be our goal.
Our collaborative goal. Our unified goal.
Our name is our mission. Coach safely. It's the mission.
It's the purpose.
Back here on Field 8, site of this game in Division 1 of the Ozone here in the DYB World Series. We are going to the 4th inning. South Carolina champs lead the Virginia champs 2-1. I am Bill Smith calling all your action here from Lexington. Beautiful facilities on a kind of a gray, little dreariness, but it's never dreary when we're playing baseball. I mean, come on, I really shouldn't use that word. But a little gray sky action going on here. In stark contrast to yesterday's hot blue sky day that we had. So different environments from Friday to Saturday here, and this one from pool play here to bracket play. We are in the beginning of bracket play in this World Series tournament. First pitch of the inning was down. Second pitch of the inning from Shirley is up. So 2-0 to Tobin Simmons, who's going to lead off this inning. He struck out in the first. Cam Shirley working his 4th inning. He's only seen 1 batter past the full lineup at this point. Worked out of a jam in the 2nd inning, giving up 1 run, a couple runners on. He's seen the minimum in the 1st and the 3rd. No pitch on that one there. Simmons looking for time. Simmons loves his hitting and lists winning the state championship as his favorite memory. Recent and very current and very appropriate as he sees a strike there. And he takes an outside pitch and draws the ever-dangerous leadoff walk here in the 4th inning. So Simmons will run from first. Kalen Edmonds, 7th grader young man named Kay, will step in. He takes a ball inside. Edmonds started this game in left field. And so love to know the explanation on this one. Lists his favorite baseball player was Derek Jeter. Curious who it is now. So Edmonds bunts one foul, evening, there it is, the count. As we play into the afternoon here in Lexington in the 4th inning of this one. Ball inside to Edmonds, 2-1. Confusion with Cam Shirley out there. Not quite sure what the situation was. Edmonds in there, swinging the bat. Drives one into right field. This is heading over the right fielder. This gets all the way past Delicante to the wall. Simmons around second. He's going to pull into third. And Edmonds with a off-the-wall double. Great piece of hitting there. This is going to bring Coach Dan Bryn to the mound. This might be the end of Cam Shirley's day. Looks like it's going to be. Shirley pitched real well. Again, saw the minimum in a pair of innings. Here, the first 2 runners do reach, so 2nd and 3rd with nobody out as Coach Bryn is going to make this pitching change. We're going to sort out who's playing where, and you're going to watch the rest of this here in the DYB World Series.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing.
Back here, new pitcher. Wilson in there, hurling. Short windup. Here's a grounder out toward first. White's going to handle this and go to 1. Out toward second, I should say. So the out is recorded there, but run is driven in, and that ties this one. So Edmonds remains at second, not advancing on that one. Taylor put out 4-3, and Cameron will step up. White makes the play to first. Cameron takes a strike on the outside edge. Cole Wilson here facing his second hitter of the inning. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 to Lane Cameron. Up high. Pitch on the way from on the outside edge, strike 3. Wilson working with a lot of pace. Cameron goes down looking, and now Bentley Stanley will step in. Pitch all the way to the screen. This will move Edmonds to third, or will it? Throw down, they got him. What a throw from Catfish Comfer. And that puts out Edmonds at third, and that ends the threat, but we are tied. Fun ball game going here. We're going to have the bottom of the fourth coming to you real soon here in the DYB World Series.
Great coach. We need you.
Our kids need you. Motivate them.
Challenge them.
Inspire them.
Pay attention and know the facts.
Every injured youth is a loss.
So let this be our goal.
Our collaborative goal. Our unified goal.
Our name is our mission. Coach safely. It's the mission.
It's the purpose.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Back here at the DYB World Series, I want to make a shout out to one of our sponsors here. Make plays at any position with the Wilson A2K and Wilson A2000 baseball gloves, designed with long-lasting Pro Stock leather, trusted by elite players like Mookie Betts and L.A. Dela Cruz. Visit Wilson.com to learn more and find your next favorite glove. Wilson among the bunch of sponsors we have here. Gray afternoon, little cloudy skies going on here, but a real fun ball game happening here. Virginia, South Carolina, we're in the bottom of the fourth, tied at 2. Some fun action so far in this one here. This is game 2 of bracket play here in the entirety of the World Series. These two teams having a couple different results yesterday. Virginia losing on a close 4-3 walk-off game against Mississippi. South Carolina beating Georgia 7-3. So different results yesterday creates this matchup here today. This is the beginning of the official bracket. The winner will move on. They'll take on the winner of the Texas-Florida game. That game will be here on Field 8. Here's a look at the last play that ended the last inning. Here's the throw. Comfort doesn't even look to third. He comes up firing, fires a dart. They get the runner heading to third. It's a real nice play by the young catcher. So the winner of this one will take on the winner of the Texas-Florida matchup this afternoon. That game will come to you tomorrow at 5:30 right here from Field 8. We'll have coverage of that one. And then the loser of this one will take on the loser of the Texas-Florida game down in the lower half of the bracket. Nobody losing today has their World Series done just yet. Cameron working his third inning of action. Came in during the first inning. Faced the minimum in the third and worked his way out of trouble. That was in the second, I should say. Worked his way out of trouble in the third. A couple of runners on. A couple of pop-ups and a strikeout, and he comes away unscathed. Now he's worked it to 2-2 to lead off this one against Chandler Campbell. Campbell now sees a ball in for a 3-2 count. Full count pitch on the way, popped up in the infield. A lot of shouting going on, who will take it? This gets handled by Stanley, the third baseman. So Campbell put down. One down here in the home half of the fourth, as we will see Donald Bean for the second time today. D, the 7th grader. Favorite things about baseball is friendships, the hard work they put in, his determination to succeed. Great attitude, young man, in baseball and in life. Bean season 0-1, or 1-0, I should say, from Cameron. Inside for ball 2. Cameron has come in and been sharp. You've heard my recounting of the last couple of innings. Pitch count getting a little higher, and now he's worked it to 3-0 on the hitter. But he's done a real nice job coming in during the first inning in South Carolina's first rally. 3-0 delivery forthcoming. Spins one outside, and Bean reaches with a 1-out walk here in the 4th. Comfer, fresh off that real nice play to end, defensive play to end the last half of the inning, will bat. Comfer grounded to second in the first inning. Favorite thing about baseball is catching. That is a great answer for that young man. Cameron's delivery down for ball 1.
Now batting for your Louisiana All-Stars, number 0, Landon Juha.
Cameron checks his runner, looks, runner going. Tejada with a nice throw down, but sliding in and holding his base kind of awkwardly. Now checking his own foot. Donald Bean's down there. He may have done something to his ankle. We're going to take a short break, check on young Mr. Bean here as we come back. Hey, come back and watch more of this in the DYB World Series.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline already. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
So coming in right now to run for Donald Bean is Chandler Campbell. We hope young Mr. Bean is all right. Kind of a awkward collision with the base on that slide on that stolen base. Whether it be his ankle or his foot, we hope the young man is all right as we press on here in the 4th inning. A 1-1 pitch will be forthcoming here to Catfish Comfer. And a position change defensively as well, as Tejada has moved to short.
Defensive change for Virginia. Number 2, Kalen Edmonds goes behind the plate. Ladies and gentlemen,
Edmonds has moved behind the plate from his outfield space earlier in the game. Tejada now out at short. So a couple changes, and now mid-at-bat continues with Catfish Comfer. Here we go. Pitch on the way outside. Delivery from Cameron, missing off the plate. Cameron has his sign. Campbell leads from second now. Pitch off the plate, strike, never mind. Cameron with a 2-2. Swung on and missed. Comfort down on strikes. So Cameron gets the strikeout there. 2 outs here. Dean Skavinsky, the 7th grader. Dean the Dream. He comes up, sees a breaking ball high and tight. Foreground of that shot there, you see the new shortstop, Tejada. You see the runner, Campbell, who's in for Bean. And now you see Skavinsky take a strike. One-year count. Cameron checks his runners. Looks in, fires. Little bit high. Ball 2. Dean Skavinsky lists, as a parent and a teacher, I love this. Favorite thing with baseball is getting better every day at it. Hard work, practice, runner going. Fires down to third, but Campbell is in there safe. Campbell steals third. Nice throw from Edmonds on the attempt. Campbell will lead from third, 3-1 to the hitter with 2 outs. Cameron delivers off the plate, and Skavinsky will, that's the second time I've done that in this at-bat. Looked outside, call, signal, a little later than my breath, I suppose. Full count. That one is ball 4, so Skavinsky will dance down to first. So young Asher Goheen drives one in the gap into right field. This is going to score a run. Campbell comes around. Second runner on his way to the plate. Will score. Throw comes in just late. Skavinsky slides in. And the big hammer lays the hammer down and drives in 2 runs with a single here in the 4th inning. The big hammer comes through. Here's Oliver Bryn swinging through the first pitch of this at-bat from Cameron. Strike 1. Bryn steps in. Here's that last. There's that swing from Bryn. So 4-2 now your score. South Carolina over Virginia. Bryn hits with an 0-2 count and a runner on first. Runner going. Bryn grounds one to the hole, opened up at shortstop. Tejada will get there. He's going to throw over to one, but he won't get the runner. So Goheen on his way to second on the stolen base attempt. Shortstop moving over to take that throw. The hole opened up for Bryn. Tejada does get over to get the ball, but maybe a step or two late. And Bryn is safe at 1. 2 runners on here with 2 outs and 2 already in for South Carolina. So Cole Wilson takes a ball high. And now Coach Campbell is going to come out and have a conversation and make a pitching change. Pitch count up pretty high for Lane Cameron, who has come in and done just a bang-up job coming in the middle of the first. Getting some fist bumps from the South Carolina team. I have enjoyed seeing those exchanges. A lot of respect between these two clubs. We got a pitching change. We'll take the shortest of breaks. Hey, come back and watch more of this, the DYB World Series.
I think Big League Chew came out of the fact that I really loved baseball. It was the summer of 1977 when I first came up with the idea. Starting in a minor league bullpen, just a dream of an idea. I love playing ball, and I love chewing bubblegum.
Big League Chew is one of the few bubble gums that has survived over 30 years, almost going now 40 years. It's an iconic gum that has always been associated with baseball, and so the two of them together just makes a lot of sense.
Sharing my ideas with my teammates, I probably drove them crazy with it, but the one idea gained a toehold. And the idea was basically, we don't have to be cool by chewing the other stuff. We can chew bubblegum, and if you shredded it and put it in the pouch, it would be even cooler because you could take a little or you could take a lot, and you could really have a lot of fun with competitions to blowing bubbles while you're just kind of killing time in the bullpen. I think the biggest evolution was moving the production back to the USA, and the Ford Gum guys have done a spectacular job refining the formula, making the gum even more fun than it's ever been.
We've come out with other flavors. We now have cotton candy. We'll be coming out with blue raspberry, and we also have come out in different forms. Any gum we make with the Big League Chew name has to have what we call bubble ability, and if it doesn't have bubble ability, the Big League Chew name doesn't go on it.
Back here, first delivery. Well timed there from Tobin Simmons. He gets a strike as Wilson swings. Umpire is going to have a conversation with the new hurler for Virginia. So Cole Wilson in there. Umpire now a conversation with Edmonds. Something with the exchange, the delivery on that first pitch, but nonetheless, 1-1 to the leadoff hitter Cole Wilson. Walked, scored a run in the first, and struck out an inning ago in the third. So the lefty Tobin Simmons comes on. Wind up, swung on and missed from Cole Wilson, the seventh grader. K9 from North Myrtle Beach at his first homer this season. And swings through that one, strike three. So Simmons comes in, closes the door, but 2 runs come home, and South Carolina through 4 leads this one 4-2. Hey, come back, watch the 5th inning. This is the DYB World Series.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball. With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Back at the DYB World Series, fans, today's game stream is brought to you by Synergy Sports and Entertainment, the official broadcast partner of Diamond Youth Baseball. Our experienced team of professional announcers, producers, and camera operators are excited to bring you live game coverage all this week and next. With over 100 years of combined experience, Synergy Sports is a full-service sports media and marketing company offering end-to-end video coverage, sports broadcasting, sponsorship acquisition, and promotion of your company's special events. Check us out today. SynergySportsProductions.com. If anyone else saw the humor in the line in there saying professional broadcasters and announcers, and I list my way through a couple of those words, I see the humor in it too. So Cole Wilson in his second inning of work will face Bentley Stanley here to lead off the 5th inning. South Carolina has retaken the lead 4-2. Bentley Stanley grounded to short back in the 2nd inning. Sees a second pitch strike, evening the count at 1-1. Talking with the Virginia coaching staff, Coach Campbell, Coach Simmons, Coach Dotson, and Hype Man, Coach Edwards. All excited, the proud run their team has been on. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Something that Coach Campbell mentioned and the other coaches reiterated was the run through the losers bracket in their states tournament. Lost the first game, hosted that tournament. Lost the first game, but then won out all the way through, coming out of the losers bracket to win it and get their chance to come here, overcoming sort of the biggest obstacle in front of them that tournament, losing the first game and then coming through. Here's a ground ball out to the plate. Wilson tries to barehand it, but then a throw across does get the out. So a fun little exhibit there. Nice play from Skovinski, now in at shortstop. Here's a look at what happened there. Wilson reaches out with his bare hand. Doesn't quite get it, but Skovinski with the backup from his shortstop position and makes the play. And a great stretch over 1 from Campbell. The 1-0 to the hitter. This is going to be popped down the right field line, but just foul. So Stanley, in your scorebook, has gone 6-3 both times, 2 very different plays. Easton Connor here facing a 2-1 count. Connor struck out in the 2nd inning. Takes one high and tight, no full swing there. Hitter's count here, 3-1 coming up. Pitch on the way, a bunt attempt laid down right in front of the plate. Comfer's gonna hop up and fire to first and get his man. That bunt was dropped down just a few inches in front of the plate. Comfer hops up, throws that one down. Coach Campbell discussing something maybe about that last play. Here's that late bunt. This ball just dies in front. Nice play by the catcher. And there's the out recorded. Real nice play by the South Carolina catcher. The 1-0 in there for a called strike. Colston Collins stands in there, struck out back in the 2nd. Wilson's pitch inside. A little high and tight. Collins, a 7th grader from Patrick Springs. Another kid who says winning the state tournament was his favorite moment. Definitely a big one for a lot of these kids. Outside edge strike. Nice pitch from Wilson. Nice frame down there from his catcher. 2-2 your count here. Pitch on the way. Just a bit outside. Wilson delivers. Strike 3 called. beautiful pitch. Collins down on strikes. Virginia done in the fifth. We're going to head to the bottom of the fifth. 4-2 your score. South Carolina leads, and you are watching the DYB World Series.
Great coach. We need you.
Our kids need you. Motivate them.
Challenge them.
Inspire them.
Pay attention and know the facts.
Every injured youth is a loss.
So let this be our goal.
Our collaborative goal. Our unified goal.
Our name is our mission. Coach safely. It's the mission.
It's the purpose.
Are you frustrated with league management systems that make you feel like you need an engineering degree to use them? Introducing TeamPass, a youth sports management system made simple. No more complicated pages or confusing websites. TeamPass gives you quick and easy tools for better league management at a price less than a gallon of gas. You can spend less time working and more time playing. Visit www.teampass.com for more information.
Welcome back. We are in Lexington, South Carolina. We are in, well, I am broadcasting. I'm not playing, so I'm not really in the tournament. But you get what I'm saying. We are at the DYB World Series. This is Division I in the Ozone. South Carolina and Virginia. South Carolina leads 4-2 here, heading to the bottom of the fifth. South Carolina coming up with a 2-run lead. It's been a fun battle to this point. A couple more innings to go here. On a gray day here, but a beautiful afternoon for baseball. Little breeze. Delightful temps. Great atmosphere for the players. Great atmosphere here in the complex. A lot of people coming into this part of the country for this tournament. The DYB World Series. This is 70 years of DYB baseball. We've got two good teams playing here in the second game of the bracket side of the tournament. Game one happening on the other field just behind us. And in his second winning inning of work, Tobin Simmons will deliver, and he's going to get a grounder to start this one. Drops it, but he's got some time. He's going to go to one, get the out there. Jensen Harbor retired here. As I look at the wrong list, Jackson White retired here to lead off the fifth. Cam Shirley now steps in there. White put out for the first out. Slow breaking ball from Simmons drops in low. Cam Shirley appreciates the new friends he makes in this game and appreciates where the game takes you. Some poetry from these kids here this morning. Grounder to short. Tejada up with it, across. Took his time with that step. That play got a little closer than maybe it could have been. But the out is recorded. So Shirley grounds to short and quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Coach Dan Bryn, Papa Bryn. Oliver, his young man in this one, saw a note here. Thought I was looking at a player sheet. I didn't read the name, and it said the favorite baseball player was Dwight Gooden, which I love as a choice. Electric pitcher in the 80s, and this turns out to be Dan Bryn's favorite player. That's a solid choice. Doc Gooden threw absolute gas back in the 80s. Taking a strike, Delicante. Delicante has singled and walked, been left stranded twice in this one. Lefty delivery from Simmons, and this is going to get handled for a 3 unassisted over at first. And that ends that one. And quickly coming out of this one here, 4-2. We head to the 6th. Virginia with their last chance here. You're going to watch it here in the DYB World Series.
The love of the game begins with the bat and ball. This is America's game. More than 5 million people are having fun at bat. And even more have answered the call to play ball With the help of those who came before, our pastime's future is bright. When the lights are brightest, those who came through the pipeline are ready. All roads lead here. Playing for your country, playing for the love of the game, playing for glory.
Welcome back once again. Top 6 coming your way here. DYB World Series ozone matchup between South Carolina and Virginia. So Cole Wilson will work another inning here in this one, facing Virginia in their half of the 6th. Last inning coming up here for Virginia. Jensen Harbor will lead things off. He struck out back in the 3rd. Wilson's first pitch high and tight for ball 1. Wilson's pitch on the way, in there for strike 1. Another pitch on the way. There's a ground. It's going to head right back to Wilson. He's going to calmly and coolly send this one over for the first out of the inning. Harbor goes 1-3 on that one. One down here in the top half of the 6th. Wilson getting his props from his teammates. Campbell, White, Skaczynski, and Delicante, as Wilson will look at Hunter Thomas for the second time today. His first time today, but Thomas's second trip to the plate. Thomas lists his first hit ever as his favorite baseball memory. Love that. I think I might share that one. Way back at the age of 8. I would say the same. One and one. Wilson's delivery with 1 out here in the 6th to the 7th grader from Patrick County, Virginia. Down in the dirt, 2-1. Patrick County, their 6th time being represented in the DYB World Series. Different levels, different teams have made it here. In there for strike 2. Hunter Thomas, even count. Cole Wilson looks in. Delivery. Little high on that one. Wilson looks to his dugout. Nonetheless, payoff pitch on the way. And that one's up and away. And so Thomas will draw a 1-out walk here in the 6th. Tying run will come to the plate. Ian Tejada will come up here. Young LBJ goes from the catcher spot to the shortstop spot. Coach Campbell wants a conversation with his runner over there, Thomas. Tejada, his hitter, as Coach Bryn comes out. Tejada ready, Wilson checks the runner. Thomas leads from first. Pitch on the way. Just high, ball 1. So Tejada is grounded to short, reached on a fielder's choice. Bats here in their half, Virginia's half of the 6th. Fastball down low. The 2-0. Finds that outside edge for strike 1 on Tejada. Virginia shortstop takes a breath. In there. Grounder. Slow grounder is going to get fielded at third. Tough play across the diamond. Safe over at 1. LeConte did all he could. That slow roller was working against the defense on that one, but certainly gave Tejada an opportunity to reach. So an infield single for Ian Tejada will bring Tobin Simmons to the plate. So the lead run now steps into the batter's box. Simmons represents the go-ahead run here in the 6th. Walked and scored in the 4th inning. Tejada leads from first. Hunter Thomas from second. 1 down here in the top half of the final inning. Simmons takes a strike, evens the count at 1. Wilson continuing to work with Pace. Pace does not waste any time out there and throws another strike here. And now it's 1-2 on the 2-hitter for Virginia. Simmons collects himself. Wilson set, checks his runner. Steps and looks into second base. Skavinsky and White tapping the gloves. Wilson's pitch outside. Skavinsky backs away from the runner. This is popped up in the infield. Wilson wants to take it himself, but that would have been an infield fly. I see signals from the umpires. So Wilson puts that away with a P1. And now there's 2 outs as Kalen Edmonds comes to the plate. Coach Campbell's grandson. Proud of that young man and all of the young men on this team. He will now represent the go-ahead run here in the batter's box in the 6th. Coach Bryn coming out here and it appears making changes, including a pitching change. Wilson flips the ball as a couple of defensive switches will happen as well. We're going to take a break as South Carolina is going to get their defense in order here. You're going to come back and see the rest of the 6th inning here in the DYB World Series.
Do you want to play some baseball?
What's it good for you?
Oh yeah? You don't even have big league chew. Yeah!
By any means necessary, everything I'm doing is legendary. Step in my office cause I'm a boss, not a secretary. Second to none, I am primary, not secondary. Give me the throne, I'm crown taking, I'm about to make the boom, yeah, I make it boom. I'm coming with it, you feel it, I make it boom, boom.
Back here, 6th inning, pitching change. Dean Skavinsky now in throwing with 2 outs and a 2-run lead and a pickoff attempt. That was a nice tag over there by Wilson. So Wilson and Skavinsky switch spots from short to the mound and from the mound to short. They test the running ability over there of Hunter Thomas. Here's a ball that's going to be laced into center field and a diving catch to end the ball game. What a play! Oliver Bryn, coach's son, catches that one on a diving attempt in center field. What a finish to that one. and a super fun ball game. And I believe we may have a choice for the official USA Baseball play of the game. I think I know what you're about to get a look at. Here it is. The pitch, driven into center field. There's Bryn with a layout, and he gets it. And South Carolina moves on. What a finish here in this one. South Carolina will take on the winner of Texas and Florida. You'll see that game right here on our channel tomorrow at 5:30. Virginia will take on the loser of that game tomorrow as well. So brackets being updated where you can find them, and we will have that one there. We've got another game coming up here in just a bit. Tennessee, Georgia is going to take this field in a short time. We hope you've enjoyed this one wherever you have watched it. Thank you to you all. Thank you to Spence. Thank you to Joel. Thank you, world. You are watching the DYB World Series.